Alright, well here's my latest project. This is an AM radio kit that I bought. It's supposed to be from Thailand. I bought it from a guy in Ireland. All the instructions, I guess, are in Thai. I guess the only distinguishing model number is HX-207 on the PC board. So it comes with everything you see here: the case, PC board, and an interesting speaker. I haven't seen one like this before. It's the tire basket is made out of plastic. I haven't seen that before. The radio case is here, powered by 2 AA batteries, and you get this bag of parts with everything from your variable capacitor, loop stick, coil. I believe it's a 5, it's like a 6 transistor receiver with 3 IF stages. You got your volume control, there's an audio matching transformer, and your knobs and everything you need to get this thing working, hopefully. And it comes with, of course, these instructions, which are not in English, but I'm hoping there's enough to go by here. You've got your transistors. They're mostly, I believe they're all NPNs, 9018 type for the most part, until you get to the last IF stage. That may be audio driver into the finals to the speaker. So it just looks like a push-pull thing, kind of biased in the middle. A pair of 9013s drive the speaker directly, and 9014 audio driver. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this, get some parts mounted, and see what I can do. I won't have any instructions on alignment, but these are generally fairly easy. If, you got 3 IF stages and oscillator, etc. Alright, well here's a look at the finished product here. This HX-207 radio. The assembly was pretty straightforward. I used a little glue to attach the speaker, and components, everything went in pretty easily. One area where I had to kind of pay attention were the coils, the color codes on the coils. All the documentation is in Chinese, actually, for this radio, and I was able to look up the symbols online and see what colors they cross to, so that I got the coils installed in the right place for the IF and the oscillator. The red one I was pretty sure was right, but the other 3 I kind of double checked. And radio works pretty good. We had a little news event last night. I had a small earthquake, and I captured a couple moments of the radio receiving a news report. So I've attached that here at the end of the video.
But there is nothing so far, just one major jolt, just one big jolt.
Any problems at home? Anything falling off?
Well, I'm pet sitting, and the dog is a little upset. I'm trying to calm her down, but other than that, we're fine. We're just kind of anticipating another earthquake, but so far nothing.
Well, we're of course keeping an eye on this, and Sherry, it was a 3.5 magnitude earthquake, and it struck at 9:17 this evening. And yeah, and as far as others that you've spoken with, did they get the same impression that it was just one hard jolt and that was it?
Yes, I was actually on the phone with someone, and she felt it, but she's a little farther east. But I mean, it was huge here. It wasn't as bad there where she was, but we definitely felt it. And I'm from Southern California, and usually we don't really, it's no big deal if it's under 5, but I mean, that's kind of made me take notice.
Well, now there was another Templar earlier today at 4:35. It was a 2.5 earthquake. Did you feel that one?
No, not at all. Where was it centered?
It was centered in the Baldwin Hills area.
Oh.
And again, it struck at 4:35 this afternoon.
No, didn't feel that one.
Yeah, not a big one, 2.5. The one that struck at 9:17 this evening was a 3.5 magnitude earthquake.
Yeah. No, couldn't ignore that one at all.
Yeah.
It's like a giant just kicked the house, like an angry giant.
And it was about 2 miles north of Inglewood, and we're
Not too far from here.
Not too far from there. And as far as the damage is concerned, you're not seeing anything.
No, just a really scared dog here.
Yeah.
A really fretful dog.
Yeah, the ground stopped shaking, but I'm sure a lot of people haven't at this point. It was
No, same here too. Heart's kind of racing a little bit.
Yeah, I understand. Sherry, I appreciate you taking the time
Thank
to
you.
let us know what you experienced as this earthquake struck in Southern California, 9:17 this evening. Again, the epicenter was 2 miles north of Inglewood, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. Quake felt across a wide swath of the Los Angeles area, and it followed a 2.5 Templar that struck near Baldwin Hills at about 4:35 this afternoon. Once again, we've heard from several of our Southern California listeners regarding this earthquake that happened just a short time ago, and no damage reported, but, as usual in cases like this, the fire department brings all its fire trucks out of its stations just to make sure that, the doors don't go whammy and they can't get out if a stronger earthquake hits. So they're out of the fire stations if they're needed in an emergency. But at this point, it doesn't appear that there are any emergency services necessary. Again, just a jolt of 3.5 magnitude. And we've been talking to several Southern California listeners, several KNX listeners, KNX reporters, and all telling us the same thing. It was just one strong jolt, and it happened at 9:17. Stay with us here on KNX. As soon as we get additional information on this Templar that struck Southern California, we'll keep you updated. KNX News Time is 9:40.